like for 3 or 4 different places. So I want to make sure I'm good in all of my locations. Can you guys see me? I'm seeing. There I am. Ah, there I am. Cool. All right. I'm trying to like get it all settled, guys. Bear with me for a few minutes while I get this all sorted out. So that way you guys get this all. Hey guys, give me a shout out. Say hello so I can see you guys. I'm streaming in different like locations here. I'm actually on you. Hey, hey Emily Ruiz. Hey Liz. So I'm on YouTube. I'm on um, Instagram, and then I'm also on Facebook. Okay, cool. I'm like becoming super tech savvy here, right? So I thought, well, since I could stream on like Facebook Live, why not stream on Instagram and also on YouTube as well? So, hey guys, welcome. All right, so thanks guys for joining in. If you see me looking in different directions, guys, it's because I have 3 different cameras that I'm looking at here. I've got YouTube, I've got Instagram, and then I've also got Facebook as well. So if you guys want to start asking me your questions, feel free to go ahead and answer away. Ask away. You can post your questions in the comment section below. I will try to answer as many of you as I can. So be specific. Make sure that your questions are really specific. I don't want to have any random. I don't want to have like super broad or general questions because it's not really going to help you get your question answered. So go ahead and start asking your questions, and I'm going to try to get to as many of you as I can. I'm super tired, guys. I'm like so tired. I had a full day today. I woke up super early. I don't know if you guys have seen my latest Facebook post, and also on Instagram, I posted something as well. But I had a really early morning just because I woke up from a crazy dream. And then I decided to stay up. I didn't go back to sleep. So that's my fault, right? Okay, so you guys are really popping in here. So yay, cool. So all right. So again, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comment section below. I'm actually letting you all kind of get into the group so that way I can start approaching you guys. Please, if you can do me a favor, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to share this video feed if you can. I would greatly appreciate that. That way more people can have an opportunity to ask their questions as well. Please be respectful. This is a respectful space. This is not a let's bash each other or let's disrespect each other kind of space. I'm all about having a positive environment for everybody to be a part of. So definitely, I'm okay with that. Okay, so a few views. So let me start with Facebook because I'm sorry, Facebook, YouTube, just because I don't do YouTube very often, and I want to give you guys a chance to ask me a question. My kids and I. Okay, so Myra Gonzalez on YouTube has a question. She's, "Hi, will there be any changes for me? For me in this coming time, my brother." Let's see, what should I say? Oh, there he goes. My brother has passed on. Is he around my kids and I? So Myra, so I'm going to focus on your brother because that's the energy that I want to go at. So he's actually showing me a hat collection. So I don't know if he collected hats or baseball hats or certain types of hats, but he's showing me a hat collection. He's also referencing, interestingly enough, he's referencing like a watch or a bracelet. So I don't know if he ever gave you a watch or bracelet, or there's a watch or bracelet that has a name on it, but I feel like it's got a name on this as well. He also is taking some responsibility for his own passing, which usually means that either someone put themselves in harm's way or he may have contributed to his own passing, but he just acknowledges that. He is apologizing for that. He also he's acknowledging the month of April, which we're just about to go into the month of April. So he's referencing that as well. So there's something special or something significant with the month of April as well that may be connected to him. But he is around you, and I think he's tried to let you know a couple of times to let you know that he's with you and your family. Okay? All right, guys, let's see. Where are we at here? Let's go over to Instagrammers. God, I feel so old. Let's see. I'm moving slow here, guys. Please bear with me. Okay, it's just everybody's coming into the room. Coming into the room. Coming into the room. Okay, so there's a question from Christy on Instagram. Hi, when do you see me and my significant other buying a house? So I actually think that you two are going to try to buy a piece of property or look into properties in about 3 months from now. Let's say we're in April, May, June. Yeah, June. I don't think it's going to happen then, or you're going to find something that you're happy with. One of you is going to be super picky. I almost want to lean towards you because I feel like you might be the one that's going to be the picky one when it comes to the properties. I don't see you actually finding something until maybe August or September. So August or September, you might find something that's a little bit better for you. But I think you'll try to start in June. Okay. All right. So let's go over to Facebook Live here. All right, Jennifer has a question here. Yay, so happy to see you today. Does my mother have a message for me? Yes, so Jennifer, what she is doing is she is actually, let me close this up here. She is actually, interesting enough, she's making her hands like this, so she's doing this, but I almost feel like either she's, you know, whenever you make jokes with your hands and you do this, like, haha, whatever, or she's doing something like this. So I don't know if she's trying to make the itsy bitsy spider or she's doing this, but she's making this gesture or showing me this. She also is showing me a necklace. So there is a necklace that is connected to her or that is somehow linked to her as well. She also keeps referencing, I don't know if you recently lost your keys or misplaced your keys, or if you have her keys, but she's showing me something to do with the keys as well, which is another way of her letting you know that she's around you, or she's messing with your keys, or watching what's going on with the keys. She also is baking for me. So I don't know if you recently were in the kitchen baking something and you were thinking of her, or if she was the baker, but she's actually showing me something baking because I'm seeing these massive bowls and I feel like I'm stirring. So there's a reference to that as well. She is also showing me the number 7. So either July would be connected to her, or the 7th of a month may also be connected to her as well. She's also with 2 other females. So there are 2 older females to her who are also with her. So I would say that there is a grandmother energy with her, but then there's also an aunt energy with her as well. Interestingly enough, one of those females, the other females, is kind of coming across in a very loudmouth way. And I mean, they have like the craziest laugh. So they're almost like they're making this crazy laugh. So one of them feels like they have a crazy laugh as well. Also, even though you're Jennifer, I'm also seeing a J as well. So either there's a Julia or Julie or Joni, or there's a Joni Mitchell because I'm seeing Joni Mitchell. So there's a Joni. So the reference to that as well. But mom is with you. She's around you, and she wants you to know that she's okay. All right. So let's go over here to Instagrams. Jordan Denicky. Is this new job going to go well for me? Yes, I actually think the job will go pretty well for you. I do think that in 2 months it's going to get a lot harder, so you're going to have to bear with it and just do your very best. But I think it will go good for you. I also think that at the end of this year, people might be getting raises. You might not get a raise. And it's not because something is like wrong with you or because you did anything wrong. It's just that when you entered into the position, you might have been getting into the position right when some people had already been slated to receive either raises or bonuses or something like that at the end of the year. You just like barely missed that cut. So if you don't get one at the end of the year, don't take it personally, because I don't actually think it had anything to do with you. I think it has more to do with the timing that you came in on. Okay. Let's go over to YouTube. Hey everyone. Hey Liz. Liz Solis. I just wanted to know if my grandma is in peace or has Passover. Yes, your grandmother is on the other side. She's actually with the male, so I'm assuming that this would be either like a husband or a brother to her, because it comes across in that way. She also keeps referencing roses, so sometimes there may be the scent of roses or the smell of floral that may relate to her, and so you might find yourselves smelling that sometimes. That's her way of letting you know that she's around you. She also, interestingly enough, she keeps, okay, so some women, this is like older generation, right? Some women would have a tendency where they would wear veils or they would wear something over their faces She might actually either have a picture of her wearing this, or she's just showing me this. Either that, or you guys buried her with this over. But she's just acknowledging something about a veil or something about the special veil, because she's acknowledging something like that. Because I'm seeing the lace, so I'm assuming there's a reference to the veil or to lace that she's wanting to acknowledge. She also is acknowledging the month of February, so the second of a month or February is somehow connected to her. She also is referencing, got it. Her legs do not hurt anymore, so either she was having difficulty with her circulation or with her legs as well. She also says she didn't realize this had gotten as bad as it did. So either she wasn't fully aware of what was going on with her health-wise, or she just didn't pay enough attention to it, but she's just making me feel like she is okay and she's with your family, okay? All right, let's see. Nina's like, will I be single for the rest of my life? Do you want to be single for the rest of your life? If you don't want to be single for the rest of your life, then I would highly suggest that you try doing something different. Because you can't blame universe, you can't blame God, you can't blame life for not giving you opportunities. The opportunities are out there, but if you're not aligning with the right opportunities, you're going to keep missing out. So what I would suggest is I would definitely suggest you date outside of your type. I also would suggest you try to date in any way possible that allows you to reach more people, whether it's using an app or whether it's like asking your friends to set you up, or whether it's you know, going to a dating service. And I know a lot of people do not like dating online or dating on apps. Trust me, it works as long as you are connected with the right person. You're going to meet 70% of the people you meet online are probably not going to be worth your time, but there is a percentage of people that are worth your time. And I know this because I met my partner online, and I know a lot of people who also met their significant others online, and they are working. It's working out for them. So I would suggest that. Now, I will say you will have an opportunity for dating in September, and this might actually be somebody that you used to know or that you used to have a connection to. The first initial of the name is S, like ST, like Steven or Steve or Steph. There's like an ST association to the first letter or first name, okay? Let's go over here. All right, so... Christina Guetta has a question. Hi, Fernie. Any new relationships for me in the future? Not this year. I feel like this year is going to be kind of like a desert period for you. So you might not really feel much of a connection with people this year. However, I do think that in February of next year, around the Valentine's Day, January, February, you might actually find yourself becoming more involved with a friend. But be careful, because they may also be involved with somebody else. So it might be a little tricky. So just be careful. You might have to have patience and kind of let them figure that out before you throw yourself in 100% of the time. Okay? Let's see. Virgin Lotus. Oh my God. Virgin Lotus. Oh, girl. Oh, okay. Oh, Ferdy, work is so hectic right now. I'm confused. I was asked to move to another team. Should I? Is it a good professional move? I think that it's still going to be hectic if you move to another team. It won't be as hectic, and you might actually have better experiences with the people there. But I still think you're going to run into some challenges when you move. I think it'll be fine, though. I think May is a good time when you might see that move happen. So it may not actually happen in April. I'm not thinking it'll happen in April. I think it'll happen in May. I don't think it's going to hold you back, but I definitely think that you probably will not be 100% satisfied with the move either. So just be aware of that, okay? There's another one from YouTube. Oh, there it is. Myra Gonzalez responded. Myra's the one that had the question about her brother. And she says, thank you. I have a bracelet with his initials on it. So thank you for confirming that. And guys, if you get a session, or if I answer your question, or if I answer a question about your loved ones in spirit, and if you can relate to the information, feel free to share it, because people here want to know if there was actually a connection, if you understood the connection or not. Sometimes if people don't catch it in the moment, that's okay. I know sometimes you got to go ask people, but definitely share if you know what I'm talking about. Matali Nikki says, do you sense any peace in my near future? if you're asking for peace of mind, it is never going to happen in the physical world. Meaning that, the reason why we come here as human beings is so that we can have human lives and human experiences. So if you're asking for peace here in the physical world, it's probably never going to happen. Now, I'm not saying you can never have peace. I'm just saying if you're looking for like 24-hour peace, 7 days a week peace, not going to happen. But do I see your life improving, or do I see things getting better for you? Yeah. I actually think that at the end of the year, probably around November, December, you either might get a helping hand, or someone that you're close to, maybe even a significant other, may try to help you or be there for you in ways that you're not used to. Let them be there for you, because I feel like it will be a good opportunity for you to ask for help and let others just do for you in ways that you may not be used to yourself. Also, there is a boost for you financially as well. So in February, you are going to see a boost financially, whether that's a raise, it's a bonus, extra income. Make sure that you're wise with the way you spend your money, because I think that would make a big difference for you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Lush Brow and Beauty Bar. Hi, Ferny. Can you tell me about a job change? It's fun. I was reading that and I was like, advertising. Good, smart, asking about that in the Lush Brow and Beauty Bar name. Hi, Fernie. Can you tell me about a job change for my husband? I feel like he's actually going to have two job changes come up. One is going to be by the end of July. So I think by July, or by that time, there will be a change for him. Not a drastic change, but a change for him, still within the same organization or business. So it's not like he's going to be going anywhere at July. There's another opportunity for a change in October, because by that point, I think he'll be ready for an actual change. So I think he might be able to leave in October, but be careful, because between the current job and his next job, there may be a gap of period. Normally when I see a gap between one job and another, it means that someone's not working for a little while, or there's some time off. So something may happen in an October period, which he may not be working for a month or two, and the holidays might get a little rocky. So be mindful, be aware of that. If you can plan ahead financially, then that would help you and benefit you. But I do see his job changing to it's going to get better. That's what I'm trying to say. I see it getting better. You just have to be patient and know that around that end of the year is when some of these transitions are going to take place for him. Okay. Doris, like, I love all the streaming, less chance to be seen. Oh, I know. I'm trying, girls. It's like people are always asking me, like, aren't you going to stream on YouTube? I'm like, yeah, but I also stream on Facebook Live, and now I'm doing Instagram. Now, if I could stream using one program and everybody's messages was on that same program, I would love that. I have not found one that will do that for me and show me all of the people's messages, so that's just kind of annoying. But yeah, I would love it myself. Um, Elizabeth Vega, does my mom have a message for me? Yeah, so your mom is doing a symbol for baby. So either there's going to be an opportunity for a pregnancy, or the opportunity for a baby coming into the family, or she's actually acknowledging a baby being there with her who was lost, miscarried, or terminated. But she's referencing that and acknowledging that. She also wants you to know that she's not upset, or she's not angry, and she's not feeling like she's owed anything. If anything, I think she just wants to let you know that she loves you and she misses spending time with you. Also, again, another person where she's saying her legs or her thighs don't hurt anymore. So I don't know if she was having trouble with that in life, but she's just referencing that that's all cleared up now. She doesn't have to worry about that anymore. So I think that she's okay with that as well. Ryan, Janet Thompson, looking good, Fernie. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I look like a hot mess today just because I'm so tired. I mean, I really am super tired right now. Actually, before I got on, like I was like, okay, I need to wake up. I need to wake up. And I made my tea here. See this? I made my special tea. It's like 4 tea bags, heavy brewed, and then some, milk. So that's what. Have you tried tea with milk? It's pretty good, y'all. It's pretty good. Okay. Go with another question. Maria Arroyo. does my husband have a message for my daughter? Yeah, I feel like your husband is wanting. It's interesting because he's actually holding her hand. So there's a reference to holding her hand. I don't know if she was laying down on the couch, laying down on the bed, but he's acknowledging like either he tried to hold her hand or he tried to touch her in her hand or her foot. But there, I think it's a hand, and he was trying to let her know that he was there. He also is doing the pom pom. So I don't know. She just recently joined dance, or she's been doing like cheerleading, or she's been doing some sort of like whatever. But I'm seeing that, so there's a reference to that as well, that he's wanting to connect with her. Because it's funny because I feel silly. I feel like I'm doing this, so he's referencing that as well. He also keeps acknowledging the singing in the car. So I don't know if she's been doing a lot of singing in the car, or she's been singing to him in the car. But there's a reference to them, to either them singing or to her singing to him. But he's acknowledging that as well. Also, the two is also connected as well. So either two is connected to him or to her, but there's a reference to either the second of a month or to February that he's also wanting to acknowledge. Okay. All right. So let me see. Go here. Um, let's see. Will I find a new home for my kids in this crazy expensive market when? Kelly MCK22. I think that you're gonna actually. I have two moves for you, so I feel like you might actually find yourself moving twice. The first move may be you moving temporarily to a space, just in transition, and that may be for less than a couple of months. So there's a 2 month transition period, and then I see you moving into a property like a house. So I actually think you're gonna end up finding a rental house. It may not necessarily be in a perfect area, but I do think that it's a good enough area that you'll feel more or less comfortable with. Okay, that I think won't happen until, I want to say, August, right when the school year is starting up. So it may take a little time before you get to that point. But so I'm saying, I want to say around, right. I feel like they've already started school when you find this place. So excuse me, that's why I feel that way. Okay. YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. Guys, I'm not trying to answer every single question. If I do skip you, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of bouncing around. So please don't take it personally. Actually, what's interesting, because people always ask me, they're always like, why don't you ever announce that you're going to do these? Because I let the spirit move me. I let the energy move me. I let God give me that, hey, now is the time you need to get on now. Because I feel like there's a universal timing. Because if I did this every single week at the exact same time, the exact same group of people are going to be on here. Not that I wouldn't want to help all of you or give all of you advice or answers. I just feel like I need to let God bring the people who need to get the answers when they need to get it. So I always ask for divine timing. So I do it whenever I feel moved to do this. And whenever I'm doing this, I'm also bouncing around just because I feel that my attention, energy, spirit energy is pulling me to the questions that need to be answered. That doesn't mean you're not important enough. That doesn't mean God is saying, you know, you're a horrible person. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means that I'm letting myself go with where the need is the greatest. Okay. So I'm going back to YouTube, guys. So I'm going to answer a couple of your questions here. Alfredo Proctor on YouTube is, Fernando, I have an interview next week. I really want to be back in my zone. Okay, so I actually see two separate opportunities coming up for you within the month. So I would say that the one that you're talking about next week may be one opportunity. There might be an additional opportunity that you may get as well. So just be aware of that, because there may be more than one opportunity. I think that you're gonna get a new job. Probably we're going to start in April. So I want to say by the 21st of April, you should be like already kind of getting that going. Financially, I think you'll be back on your feet by early May, just because it takes time. You're not going to get paid right away, but it takes time. But I do think that by the early part of May, you'll be back on your feet. But I do think that by the 20th of April, you will have an opportunity, or you would have already gotten a job by that point. Okay. Let's got us another one here. Teresa Ruiz, Ferny, any message from my cousin Xiomara? Yes, so I don't know if she likes tamales or if she enjoyed making them, because what she's showing me is a memory of me making tamales with my family. So she's showing me that memory. So I don't know if she ever made them or you guys recently got together and you talked about her when you were making them, but she's referencing this. So there's an acknowledgement there. She also is doing this, like she wants you to see the way she looks. And I almost feel like she wants you to see the way she looks because either she's lost weight or she looks like an idealized version of herself, but she's doing this like, look at me now, look at all the weight that I lost. So there's a reference or an acknowledgement there. She also is referencing the name Crystal, Christy, or Christopher. So there's a Chris sounding name that she's making reference to. She also is acknowledging two dogs that are there with her. So there's two dogs in the spirit. I definitely think they're both different sizes. One might be bigger, one might be a little bit eating actually. So there's two dogs also with her in spirit. She also is doing this. So she is acknowledging a ring. So that's usually indicative of the fact that either there's a ring connected to her that you guys have, or there may have been a wedding that she's referencing. But usually that's what a ring means. Okay. Let's see. Miss Tanisha, a friend committed suicide. His name is Drake. Does he have any messages for his children? You know, it's interesting because I feel like there's more to the story than just him committing suicide. And I feel like either others may have been aware of how unstable he was at that time, or there may have been some awareness with the people around him. But I feel there's more to the story than that. I also get a feeling that the timing was kind of weird. Like, in other words, like the timing he chose to do this either would have been on another date or another period of significance. So it's almost like the timing was significant as well. He also is referencing his mom. So he's referencing or acknowledging his mom. Usually when they do that, it means they're wanting to talk about their mom or they're acknowledging their mom here. He is apologizing over and over and over again about this as well, because he's making me aware of this. He's also making me feel like either what he used he borrowed from somebody, or what he used he got from somebody else. So it's like either it wasn't his or something belonged to someone else as well. He also makes me feel not all there. Now, granted, if he committed suicide, he probably wasn't in the right state of mind, or he wasn't okay upstairs, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like mentally fuzzy. So either he might have been on medication or drugs or alcohol, but there's something there as well, because he makes me feel that way. But he is okay. He also is referencing the holidays or Christmas. So either people did something for him around the holidays or Christmas, whether it was getting him his own tree or doing something for him near the tree or with the tree as well, because he's acknowledging that being done for him. Okay. All right, let's go over to Facebook Live. Maggie has a question. Going through a legal situation, does it go in my favor? I would say it's going to sound confusing, because I'm going to say I feel like 70% it's going to go in your favor. There's still some, I'll say accommodations you have to make to satisfy whatever the needs are. But I feel more or less it's going to go in your favor. So I'll say, yeah, I think it's going to go in your favor. Okay. Stacy Ann has a question. Hi, Fernie. Who was I in my previous life? Name, male or female, job. Well, an address, and like what was your weight? Okay, let me see. Okay, so what were you, Stacy Ann, what were you in your previous life? You've actually had 54 previous lives, in my opinion. So I feel like you're around that 50 age range of lifetimes. I also feel that in your most previous lifetime, you actually you were a peddler. So what you used to do is you used to go around. This would have been like in the Chicago, Detroit area or region. You would have gone around and you were basically peddling and trying to get money or make money. So you did that. You did also tend to steal sometimes as well. So you used to take like people's wallets and stuff like that. You were pretty young in that lifetime. I almost want to say you were either an orphan or your just weren't really involved in your life, and I think you kind of wandered the streets and you kind of went into a crowd. You actually were part of like one of those street gangs, where they used to like kind of come together and so forth, etc. But that was in one of your most recent lifetimes. I also feel like in that lifetime as well, there was a female that you were very attracted to, because you were male in that lifetime, by the way. I think your name was Job or Joseph. It's Joe or Joseph. I feel that there was a female that you were attracted to in that lifetime, but you kind of got your heart broken because you saw her kind of marry someone who actually had status or money, etc. So you kind of just like shut down after that, and you never really opened back up to love again. So it almost made you feel like why try? It's just gonna, because you did have a relationship with her, you did have connection with her, but she just went for the money, and it just made you broke your heart a little bit. So it's kind of sad. Um, Sarah on Instagram is like, why is my neck subluxate, subluxating? I don't know what that means. But I will say this. I feel that part of the issue is muscular, meaning that the way your muscles are pulling in a way that is not properly supporting the neck area. I also feel that there's some sort of condition with the discs of the neck that are not allowing it to sit properly, if that makes any sense. I don't even know what that is, but that's the way I'm seeing it being triggered as well. So there may be some sort of condition that you need to look into. Um, Ash Ash Tiz 86, I almost said something else. Ash Tiz 86 says, I have been really stressed with work lately. Is it going to get better? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I feel like it's not going to get better right away. I think you've got another month and a half of this same stuff, same crap. After that, I do think it'll start to settle down because there's going to be more help there. So either new people are coming into the scene, or there's going to be some new faces, and they're going to probably help to make it easier for you guys. Okay. Let's see. Can you be my friend? Alvaro Rodriguez, can you be my friend? I'm everybody's friend. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Charisse S on YouTube says, "Will I meet my soulmate soon?" It just depends on how you think about that. So if you think about a soulmate where it's just a person, like there's one other person in the universe, there's only one person in the universe for you, then you're setting yourself up for failure because you're basically telling the universe, I know there's only one person out there, and until that person comes, into my life, everybody else is crap. Like you're telling the universe, you're telling God that whatever you're sent, whatever you experience is crap. And that's not always the case, because sometimes you need some of these experiences to prepare you for your soulmate. What makes you think that your soulmate is going to want to choose you if you're not ready for them? So the only way to get ready for them is to have some of these experiences, romantic experiences. And if you're closing yourself off, or you're not as open and receptive in ways that would be beneficial for you, you might be limiting your ability to connect with others in that way. So I would definitely suggest that you be more open, you be more receptive. Don't take your relationships or your connections as seriously until that person lets you know that they definitely are more interested in something more serious with you. Now, to answer your question, because you're like, I don't care about any of that, Fernie, just tell me my answer. Like, give me my answer, right? Okay. My answer to that is I think you're about 2.5 years away from meeting somebody that might really be worth your while. I also feel like they either have a connection to Kentucky or to Kansas, because I'm seeing a K state name. So I feel like they've got a connection to that as well. Honestly, I honestly think that they have like cowboy tendencies, because I'm seeing the whole cowboy hat and the whole ranch style lifestyle. So either they enjoy that kind of lifestyle, or they have these kinds of tendencies, because I'm seeing that as well. Okay. Um, by the way, their name may start with an A, like Attic or Aden or Aiden, or there's an A name associated with that. Okay. See, scrolling around. Maria Gonzalez on YouTube says, "Will I be moving jobs or getting a promotion?" I feel like I don't feel a promotion, just because I feel like they're going to either not promote, which is odd. Like, why would they not promote? They're either not going to promote, or they're going to go with an internal option that isn't necessarily a promotion. It's just more changing the job title. So I think inevitably you're going to end up leaving or going to a different type of company or job altogether. I also keep seeing insurance companies, so I wouldn't be surprised if the new job or the next job you go to has some sort of link or tie to an insurance company or some sort of insurance adjustment, because I'm seeing that as well. All right, let's go over to Facebook. Camilla, hi Fernie, I'm asking for my mom. Do you see her finding a partner in the near future? Your mom is really picky, and I feel like your mom wants everybody to do the work for her. So she probably needs to loosen up a little bit. She probably needs to go on some practice dates. And what I mean by that is get her online, get her a profile, set her up with some practice dates, and then let her get used to putting herself out there, because I feel like she's she reminds me of the Virgin Lotus person, the name. So she needs to just be a little bit more open and receptive to meeting guys, dating, etc. I do think that there is a potential for her to meet somebody probably around November, but she might miss out on that opportunity if she doesn't take it so seriously. And it might actually be a friend, an old friend, or someone she used to know at some point. So that might be somebody that pops back into her life. Okay. I would suggest she get the book. The Art of Extreme Self-Care. I'm sorry, the Power of Vulnerability by Brene Brown. It's an audiobook, easy to listen to, that might go a long way to helping her with being open and receptive to new connections and new relationships. Okay. April, do you see a soulmate coming soon for me? I'm assuming you heard my lecture with the last client and the soulmate thing. With that being said, I do feel there is a T name like Timothy or Tom or Thomas or could be Tyrone, but there's a T name that is coming your way. There's a Florida connection to this individual. I also feel like they do work near ships or with the shipping industry. So there's a shipping industry connection to them. I would say that this person might pop into the picture within the year. So it may not actually take you very long to meet this person. I'm not saying this is your soulmate, but this is the best opportunity that you might have in the near future for a soulmate-like connection. Okay. Let's go over to YouTube here. Angela Gonzalez on YouTube. I keep getting this feeling that someone in my family is going to die. Is someone close to me going to die soon, or am I crazy? I'm not feeling death in your family. I am feeling death in your extended family. So this might be like your spouse's family or extended family, but it doesn't really have like a direct connection to you. So I don't think it would be someone like actually directly connected to you. It may just be like someone who passes away from some sort of like a disease like cancer or diabetes, so something like that. But it's not a direct family member to you. So I'm not really feeling direct family member passing to you. I will say this though, I think that you actually suffer from anxiety, and I think that what you've been feeling is a loss of control in your life right now, because you feel as if you can't control what's going on with who in your family, and you're afraid of losing, and there's also a little bit of fear of a fear of loss and a fear of abandonment there for you, but I definitely think this is more anxiety based. So I honestly think that this is more anxiety in that way. Okay. Let's go over to Lady Ellie 13. I plan on asking my boss for a raise on Tuesday. Will it get approved? Yes, it'll be a conditional yes. So I think you might get a yes, but it'll be conditional, which means he might say, wait 2 months, or wait until I finish changing this situation with this other person or hiring this new person by August. So you might not actually see a raise right now, but I do think it'll be a conditional yes. So I do think you'll get a raise there. Nicole Elizabeth. Hey, Fernie, how do you see my health in the coming 6 months? Is that too broad of a question to ask? No, it's okay. I mean, it is broad. It is broad, but I will forgive you. Nicole Elizabeth. As far as your health is concerned, I definitely want you to keep an eye on your gallbladder, because I feel like your gallbladder might be having some trouble keeping up with you. I also want you to keep an eye on your blood sugar levels, because I think blood sugar issues run in your family. I also want you to keep an eye on your thyroid. Now, that's just not this year. That's just kind of in the next few years, but your gallbladder is the area that I'm a little bit more concerned with, either because of like gallbladder issues, gallstones, etc. So just keep an eye on that area for yourself. Okay. Sherelle has a question. Hello, my son is about to approach his 2-year anniversary from passing at 14. Does he have a message for me? Yes. So he's actually showing me, I don't know if he was into sports at all, but I am seeing some sort of a shirt or jersey. So he's referencing a special shirt or a jersey that may connect or relate to him. He also is referencing the number 5, and the 5th is my birthday. May 6th is my birthday. So he's referencing my birthday. So either the 5th of a month or May is also connected in some way. He also is referencing a younger male. So I don't know if he has a little brother or if there's also another younger male that's passed that he's wanting to reference, but he's acknowledging that as well. He also, interestingly enough, he's showing me the shoes. So either he likes someone's new shoes, he likes shoes, but he's referencing the shoes. So he's acknowledging something with that as well. He also keeps talking about the trip to, I'm seeing San. Now I'm in Santa Fe now, but back in Texas, I was next to San Antonio, right? But I'm seeing the SAN. So I don't know if there's a San something that he's relating to about a trip to San something, but he's referencing the trip to San something. So he's acknowledging that or making reference to that as well. He also is acknowledging a picture of himself where he's trying to be funny. So I don't know if he's got his tongue sticking out of his mouth or he's making a symbol, like he's going like, ah, or he's doing like, ah, but there's almost this weird hand tongue sticking out picture that he's referencing as well. He is around you guys. He is okay. He's dressed in white. I mean, I almost see him in like a white suit or a white outfit, but he's dressed in white. So he wants you to know that he is okay and that he is at peace and that he is with God. And there's also a female with him as well. So I would say she's probably a great grandmother, because I don't think it's so much grandmother. It might be great grandmother. There's a female with him there as well. And he's giving me the letter R as being significant. Okay. Mitch, my friend Mitch is like, girl, I know, girl. It's like, it's intense, girl. It's intense. Jenna GG713 is, I met a new person. Do you see us being together in the future? I don't feel bad about this connection, but I would say you probably have to have some patience, because in the next 3 or 4 months, they might become really busy, and then you might feel really detached or feel kind of like put to the side. So you might have to be patient. I also feel that their family situation is going to be a bit complicated as well. So that may be an area that may cause some friction or some challenges between you two. But again, you might just have to have patience with this person. Okay. Okay. Vic is like, hey, Fern, my caregiver is having trouble with her 16-year-old kid. Will she correct her connect towards her parents? No, I think I think she's holding on to some resentment, or she feels like she's not being believed. So I don't know if she said some things that people are not believing, or she's trying to say some things and people are just not buying into it. But there's a reference to feeling like I'm not believed, or like people are not taking me seriously. She also is giving me this. So there's issues with money between them that is going to continue to be an issue for them. So I'm not actually seeing an improvement with the relationships in the near future. So this may be something that she might just have to settle and leave alone for a little while. In about 4 years, I think things will get better, but it just may take a little bit of while for her. Okay. Okay, let's go back over to YouTube. Miriam Niendu, I hope I said that right. Please excuse me if I didn't. I might have the opportunity to work from home soon. Is this a good idea? I think I'm leaning at 70% it's a good idea, because I do think that it will help you to have more control of your life. And I think sometimes you can be a bit of a control freak where you like things to be a certain way. And if they're not that way, it can cause you some anxiety and stress. So I think that would actually be helpful for you. However, after doing it for about 6 or 7 months, you're going to go nuts, because you're going to feel like you need more interaction with people. So you may only do it for so long. I don't think you'll end up doing it inevitably. Okay. Celeste Estrada, I want to know about my dad or my son, Adam. So let's focus. There's 3 males in spirit, actually. So you actually got 3 males in spirit. So I've got your dad, I've got your son, and then I've got another male as well. He feels younger as well. So there's either another child that was miscarried, lost, or terminated, or there's another child that is with Adam. There's a reference to that. So there's a younger soul there as well, because I've got the father, and then I've got the son, and then I've got another person as well. Your son, what's interesting is he causes alarms, or like bells, alarms, like fire alarms to go off. So you might have issues with the alarms. That's his way of trying to get your attention and let you know he's there. He also keeps referencing I think this might be your dad, I'm not sure, but they're referencing the special chair or the breaking of the special chair. So either somebody broke a chair, or there's a chair that was broken or had to be fixed, but there's a reference to sort of a chair or special chair, because he's acknowledging that as well. Also, your son, It's weird because he's showing me his hand. So either somebody has gotten a tattoo on the hand, or there's some writing on the hand, or there's something about a special hand because he's doing this. So there's something there that he also wants to acknowledge as well. Okay. Brittany on YouTube. Hello, I would like to know if my aunt is in peace. Yeah, I think she's okay. There is a little bit of disconnect in the family right now. So either people are not talking to each other, or there's some people who may not be connecting right on that side of the family, but she is acknowledging or referencing that. She also is showing me the chest area, and she's making this area swell up a little bit for me. So either she had trouble in this area of her body, or there may have been either some issues with her breast or her chest, but she's acknowledging that as well. She also kept saying something kept going to her either something kept going to her brain or to her heart, but she said something kept going to my brain or my heart. So there's a reference to something going to something else, because she's acknowledging that as well. She also keeps repeating P P P P P. So there's a P name, whether that's like Pecho, Pacho, Paco. There's a P name that she's also referencing as well. So there may be a connection to someone in the family as well. I don't know if she's referencing someone there or someone here, but she's showing me that nickname. So, and it is a nickname because I feel like there's more to the name than just that, but she's acknowledging that. And the reason why I'm saying that, she's showing me my mom's boyfriend's name, and we call him Pepe. So that's why she's showing me that. So there's a reference to that. Also, she keeps acknowledging, she's funny because I feel like, I don't know if her hair was curly and she always wanted straight hair, or she always wanted her hair to be a certain way, but she's doing this, like her hair's that way now. So she's making reference or acknowledging that as well. So she's okay, and she is with you guys. All right. I'm gonna answer a few more questions, guys, and then I am done for the day. Empower Texan. Hi, Ferny. Hi there, Ferny. We've been experiencing things falling in the house, like across the room. Is it one of our loved ones? No, I don't think it's one of your loved ones at all. I actually think it's one of you. So either it's you or somebody else in the house who is very active in their own psychic energy. They just don't realize it. So whenever they're stressed, anxious, or they've got a lot of drama going on, they're not expressing it. They're not like in a healthy way expressing that energy. So they're psychic self, because we all have psychic selves, right? We all have parts of ourselves that are kind of energetic in nature. The psychic self to that person is causing a ruckus because they're aggravated, they're upset, they're hurt, or they're just like anxious. And so I think that's what is happening with that in your house. Sa de Barjas. I lost someone special to me July of last year. Does he know I miss him? Does he read my messages? I'm assuming you mean read messages like from text message or whatever. The answer is yes, because I'm in a thumbs up. But I'm also seeing written form messages as well. Now, what's interesting is I'm actually seeing something written in dirt or written in sand. So I don't know if you actually made a heart in dirt or in sand and put initials, but he's referencing that, or they're acknowledging that. They're also acknowledging the month of May, which is my birthday again. So either May is significant, or the 5th of a month is also connected as well. He's also doing this. So either there's a reference to his vehicle and something going on there, or he may have been connected to a vehicle related incident because he's doing this. So he's acknowledging something like this as well. He also, it's funny because I feel like he's showing me an image of himself, and I feel like I'm doing the peace sign, or I'm doing like something like, it's almost like, it's weird. I want to make a symbol with my fingers, but I'm not sure how, but I want to give you a look like I don't even know how to do it, but there's some sort of a look like that he's giving me. So there's a reference to that as well. He is kind of stuck up because he is coming across in a very like, look at me, you know you want me. Like he's coming across in that way, so he's almost a little bit stuck up, but he's enjoying it, so I think he's having a good time. He's also showing me a drink as well, so there might be a picture of you two having a drink together, or at an event or a party, something like that, but he's referencing something like that as well. But he's okay, all right? Let's see, where am I going here? Lisette has a question here. Hi, Fernie. Is someone trying to send me a message? There are 3 people in spirit who are wanting to let you know they're around you. There are 2 males and 1 female. The male, I believe, it's a father figure, so definitely will come across as like either dad or granddad, but definitely that or a second father, like a father-in-law. But there's a male like that. Thank you. He wants just to say thank you. So Either people were there for him or they made him comfortable and they just, allowed him to pass with, peace and dignity. So he's just acknowledging that and saying thank you. He's also referencing, I keep seeing, again, and now I'm seeing the ocean, but I'm seeing fishing. So there might have been a fishing memory, fishing reference there, or he's acknowledging like eating fish and having fish again. So there's it's funny because I'm seeing fried fish. So there's a reference to fried fish with him as well. But definitely you have people who just want to say thank you and want to let you know that they're around you. Okay. Dora, I need a man. Anyone? Dora, date. Go on some dates. Go on some practice dates, and I think that'll warm you up. Okay. I do think that you'll get an opportunity. May. Yeah, in May. So it's not that long from now. So you'll get an opportunity to date or spend some time with somebody in May. You might actually have a friend hit on you, or let you know that they like you. You may not like them, but they may like you. I would just say, enjoy yourself, have fun. But I'm not really getting that you might like them as much as they may like you. And this comes up around May. Okay. All right. One more question, guys, and then I'm gonna call it up. Who's around me? Glow Revive. Will I close? I think the question is, will I close on a real estate deal soon? I think that you will probably see it close on a real estate deal in mid-July. So it might be a little while. It's not as soon as that you might like, but I think around July, mid-July, you'll see something. Okay. Guys, check out my website, www.fernandomarron.com. If you want to get a session with me, feel free to go on there and you can book a session with me on there. I also have a free psychic development course. If you're interested in developing your own psychic abilities, it is on my YouTube channel. So if you're on YouTube, slide on over and take the class. It's free. If you're not on YouTube, go over to my website. You can get there from my website. And don't forget to like me on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Facebook Live, on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel there. I'm on there all the time, so I'm always trying to give you guys a connection and link up with you whenever I'm not working. So thank you so much for being a part of this, and I will see you guys next week. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.